What if I told you that across the border, just a few hours away from bustling American cities, lies a country where life just feels ... where families thrive, where safety is a given, and where communities genuinely support each other? This isn't a dream, it's Canada. Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll understand why Canada's quality of life is quietly leaving America in the dust. Segment 1. Healthcare, the game changer. Canada's universal healthcare system is one of the most defining features of its superior quality of life. In Canada, access to healthcare is not a privilege. It's a right guaranteed to all citizens and permanent residents. Unlike the United States, where millions still lack adequate health coverage, Canadian parents can access up to 18 months of parental leave, whereas American parents, in many cases, are left with a mere few weeks of unpaid leave. This foundational difference shapes healthier families and stronger childhood development across Canada. It's not just about time off, it's about how societies value and invest in their people. And medical debt can cripple entire families. Canadians can walk into a hospital and receive care without fear of outrageous bills. In contrast, Canadian labor laws prioritize work-life balance. Canadian universities are publicly funded and tuition fees are substantially lower than in the United States. Many students graduate without the crushing debt that is common for American students. Moreover, the Canadian education system consistently ranks higher in reading, math, and science compared to the U.S. Violent crime rates are significantly lower than in the United States. Programs like food assistance and Medicaid vary dramatically by state and frequently leave people without adequate support. Economic mobility, the ability to improve one's financial situation across generations, is demonstrably higher in Canada than in the U.S. Canada actively welcomes immigrants, valuing multiculturalism as a national strength. Canada's multicultural cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal exemplify how diverse communities can coexist, contribute, and thrive together. Newcomers find support systems that ease their transition, including free language courses, settlement services, and pathways to permanent residency and citizenship. In Canada, where education and healthcare are accessible to all, the ladder to success is sturdier and more reachable. American education, on the other hand, remains plagued by staggering tuition costs and vast disparities between wealthy and impoverished school districts. Canada's environmental policies not only preserve nature, but actively encourage citizens to engage with it. In the U.S., deep political polarization and social unrest have eroded this trust. Canadians tend to value social harmony over combative political rhetoric, leading to more stable, predictable public policies that foster long-term well-being. Canadians generally experience less societal tension and more cohesive, cooperative communities. Regulations around food safety, nutritional labeling, and public health campaigns are stricter and more effective. Canadians generally consume fewer processed foods and sugary drinks compared to Americans, contributing to lower obesity rates and better overall health. Elections are free of the extreme partisanship and widespread misinformation campaigns that often dominate the American landscape. But the overarching framework, one that prioritizes people over profit, equity over exclusion, and health over hustle, sets Canada apart. The result? Less political volatility and greater national cohesion. Gun ownership is heavily regulated and mass shootings are exceedingly rare. This fosters a sense of safety in public spaces, schools, and neighborhoods. Canadians have built a society that prioritizes well-being, community, and sustainability. America, with its relentless focus on individualism and profit, often leaves many of its people behind. Canadians enjoy cleaner air, better urban planning, and vast natural spaces that promote outdoor activities and healthier lifestyles. Public parks, lakes, mountains, and trails are easily accessible and heavily used. Join the conversation in the comments below. Let us know where you think the grass is greener and why. See you in the next one. Canadians enjoy more paid vacation days, more parental leave, and a stronger cultural emphasis on leisure and family time. This balance results in lower rates of burnout and higher overall happiness. This peace of mind has a ripple effect. People live without the constant worry of healthcare costs looming over them. From universal healthcare to unemployment insurance, child benefits, and affordable public transportation, Canada invests in its people. The Canada Child Benefit, for example, directly supports families with children, significantly reducing child poverty rates. They're free to pursue jobs they love, start businesses, and live life fully, knowing they are protected. When you compare this to the U.S., where navigating healthcare is often a labyrinth of private insurers, copays, deductibles, and pre-approvals, it's no wonder many Americans feel trapped in jobs they dislike just to keep their insurance. Canadians are free to change careers or move without worrying about losing coverage. The health outcomes also speak volumes. Canadians enjoy longer life expectancies, lower infant mortality rates, and overall better access to preventative care. Segment 2. Work-life balance, a lifestyle priority. Canadians work to live, not live to work. In the United States, the hustle culture glorifies long hours, often at the expense of mental and physical health. A deeper dive into paid parental leave reveals a striking difference. Segment 3. Safety and social stability. Canada consistently ranks among the safest countries in the world. Social trust is higher in Canada. People trust their institutions, their healthcare system, and even their neighbors. Segment 4. Education. Accessible and affordable education in Canada is not only accessible but also affordable. This accessibility extends to immigrants as well. Canada's inclusive education policies allow newcomers to integrate more easily, offering language support programs and bridging courses that lead to meaningful employment. Segment 5. Social services and economic mobility. Canada's robust social safety net is a cornerstone of its high quality of life. In contrast, social safety nets in the U.S. are fragmented and often stigmatized. Segment 6. Multiculturalism and social inclusion. Canada's approach to immigration is another area where it shines. The U.S., while historically a land of immigrants, has become increasingly hostile in its policies and public discourse surrounding immigration. Segment 7. Environmental stewardship. Canada's commitment to environmental protection further boosts its quality of life. While the U.S. also boasts remarkable natural beauty, issues like pollution, weaker environmental protections, and urban sprawl have diminished the quality of life in many areas. Segment 8. Political stability and trust in governance. Canadians generally have higher trust in their government and public institutions. Canadian governance focuses more on consensus building than divisiveness. Segment 9. Healthier food systems and public health. Public health initiatives in Canada are more widespread and better funded. Canada also invests heavily in preventative care. Routine screenings, vaccinations, and public education about healthy lifestyles are emphasized, helping Canadians avoid chronic diseases before they develop. Segment 10. Final thoughts. The true cost of quality. Is Canada perfect? Absolutely not. There are still challenges, including wait times for non-urgent health care, housing affordability in major cities, and regional disparities in services. The real reason Canada's quality of life beats America's is not just a policy difference. It's a fundamental difference in national values. If you found this video valuable, please like, share, and subscribe.